Welcome to 2020. The book has reopened. First review. Right. So I thought, because we're doing Endgame in... Yesterday obviously we did Endgame review, which ended the year off. As you can see, I gave it a really high grade. And I gave the overall Avengers got a 15 out of 20, the end two. And I added and yesterday as well, I did review book 1 and review book 2. I read all the overall reviews. That's only for this year. I will not be doing it for this year onwards, because 365 reviews, going through them, giving them an overall rating is going to be fucking long. So today I thought, because we're doing Endgame, as this is a new decade, a new beginning, the only title that fits that is Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, which is part 5 basically. It came out in 1985. It was a thriller and mystery film. It's an hour and 32 minutes long. I've got 6 pages on it to start this book, and basically it got a shit rating. I'm going to spoil it here. It got a really bad rating. We see someone in a yellow coat and these two other people digging up the dead Jason. He comes alive and kills both of them. Then it's Tommy. Then Tommy just wakes up. It was a dream. He heads to this mental Pinehurst, I believe, Pinehurst Asylum, which is like a camp. That's why. Yeah. Tommy has a knife and he puts it under the bed, which we'll come into later, but I haven't done it. We meet Reggie, which is like a prankster type guy. Luckily it changes later, so it's not another net, which would have pissed me the fuck off. Tommy then has his mask from part 4 with him. He hears the police siren, and we see these teens, Eddie and this girl, return after fucking in the neighbouring house. The reason why I'm using more swear words now is because I realise all my age demographic is over adult age, which means I can just drop the F-bomb whenever, wherever. If I want to drop the F-bomb, I haven't had a kid viewer. Joey, we meet this fat kid called Joey, and he wants to help, but he has chocolate hat. He wants to help these girls, but he has like chocolate on his hands, and he touches their clothes. Then he tries to help Vic. Vic chops Joey's chocolate, and then when Joey walks away after getting angry, Vic just picks the axe up and yeets him, and the first main kill of the movie, without being the dream kills, was Joey. Now, this was bad for him, because we meet Roy Burns is a paramedic, and some random paramedic. Look at body. Roy is angry, but we can see it in his face. Spoiler, Joey's dad is Roy. Now he's the guy in my phone now, by the way. He's the new Jason, if you're wondering. We meet 2 greasers. Don't worry, we don't have new characters to learn, because they're just there for kill. They're just there to be killed. So we have Pete and we have Vinny. They both get killed. Pete heads off to take a shit. Vinny is killed by flare in the mouth. And then Pete gets back, sits in the car, starts the car up, but gets his throat is slit by the guy in the machete. We meet Grandpa George. And Reggie has a brother named Damon, which we meet later. They have a whole scene with, and his death was majorly drawn out. Tommy makes it to breakfast and has a Vietnam flashback. Eddie gets Tommy's mask, pranks Tommy, but Tommy ain't having none of that shit. So he grabs him and just fucking puts him literally through a table. You cannot make this shit up. We see this random guy coming into the Ethel's and Junior's home, wanting food. Ethel has to ask him to clean up the chicken coop of shit, and yeah, to feed him. But Roy is then cleaning out dead greasers. We see Crazy Driver from the bus. His name is Billy. We meet Lana, which is the diner girl, which they're gonna have party. Billy snorts out fucking cocaine. We start being in the dining area, but Billy gets axed in the head, which looks fucking so shit. Lana joins him when she gets out there, sits in the car, wonders where we are, steals some cocaine, sees the axe bloody, gets out, axe in the chest. You knew it. But come on. Oh, yeah. We see a POV of this. There's two teens that were having sex, go back there to have sex again. I don't know why. I don't know why you wouldn't just do it in the room, because the room, no one's in the fucking room. Why don't you just do it in the room? Because your room partner, Billy, Eddie I meant, is dead. I don't know why you don't just do it in the fucking goddamn room. POV of a paedophile, the guy was staring at her, what pervert, but he gets his justice when he's macheted into the gut. Then we get some really cool kills when the guy has to go, Eddie has to go wash up, and the girl gets left there. The girl gets stabbed in the head with some shears, and then he closes them so the blades are there, and he closes them, which means it. Yeah. Eddie returns to find the dead body, but then he gets grabbed. He walks back up to a tree, and his belt gets wrapped around his head. He twists it. Like in that angle, he just twists it around the tree, and he gets his eyes just completely carved out of his head. It's just ooh, which is really cool. The kills in this were amazing, but it's not enough. Reggie, Pam, and Tommy head over to see Damon. We see Damon for the first time. He will reappear on this kill count. Not kill count. Fuck. I did watch the kill count if you didn't wonder, because I need to know some of their names. I watched the kill count. That's why I'm a bit. If you don't know who I'm talking about, Dead Meat, watch him. Really good Dead Kill channel. I'm sorry, I've confused myself. Yeah, I just watched that because some of these characters' names, I was just so bored that I just did not want to watch this film. But Damon is killed when his girlfriend's Pam, Reggie, and Tommy head off. A bit differently though, because the junior followed them, and he tries to fight this mental kid because he sees the jeep that's in the mental one. He tries to punch Tommy, but he grabs him, and Tommy just starts yeeting him in the face, like proper beating the fucking shit out of him. And then Tommy runs off. And Damon gets hit by the enchiladas. He needs to get the shit. He needs to go for a shit, basically. Damon's girl goes quiet. But we see her on the floor with a throat slash, and the killer heads for Damon. He gets killed. All the other Damon gets killed in a nice drawn out way. There's like a garden rake getting stabbed for the thing, and he finally gets yeeted. Then Pam heads off again. All the others get. Junior loses his head when he drives around his garden very pissed off because he got beaten the shit out of. POV heads towards Ethel, and then Ethel drowns and gets stabbed. Jake is the first one killed when his throat is slit and gets put on Crush's bed. Second is his crush, I don't even know her name, killed off screen. And Violet is last to die as she was grabbed and stabbed on the wall by machete. Reggie wakes up. Pam returns to find the bodies of Matt, paramedic, and multiple other cops and other people around from the previous. They basically killed everyone, but they returned some of the body. Pam then takes Reggie and they head to the barn. Tommy returns but KO'd instantly. Roy Burns is killed while he was Jason. Basically, he was flung from the top of the barn and is impaled in some garden rakes. Piss off. Sorry, there's some Snapchat DMs. Film ends with Tommy stabbing Pam, but it's not real because it was a dream. It was confusing. And then we see Jason. Luckily, Jason would return in the sixth one, which is what we're going to review on Friday. I'm going to review both of them on Thursday and upload them on Friday. So, because I got work 5 to 9. Even though, yeah, I could do it, I just don't want to do what I did with Infinity War because I had to stay up well late for that. But 4.5 out of 10, it was one of the most awful films, horror film wise, I've ever seen. Jason X, Jason Goes to Hell will not be reviewed. 4.5 out of 10, really awful film. Bye bye.